Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because I'm going to be doing a flip through of my 2023 reading journal. At the beginning of 2023, I did do a flip through of my beginning of year spreads as well as my January spreads, but this video is going to be an entire flip through of my 2023 journal, so you can see how the beginning of the year spreads turned out and you can see how the rest of the year turned out. I am incredibly happy with this journal. It's one of my favorite reading journals that I've ever made. And if you're wondering what journal I use, I just use the Artist Loft dotted journals from Michaels. These ones work really well for me. So I hope you guys are excited for this video, and without further ado, let's just get right on into the flip through. Okay, so here is my 2023 bullet journal. I had a Powell sticker on the front, and as you can see, it did not hold up very well, which is just so tragic. But let's open it up and look inside. So this is just the title page. I did kind of like a cozy reading library theme. So this is my books read spread. So as you can see, I did not fill up all of the room, which I rarely ever do. I actually don't know if I've ever filled up this bookshelf, but I do that on purpose to make sure that I have lots of room for all the books that I read. The light blue books are my physical reads and the darker blue books are my audiobooks. So as you can see, I did not listen to very many audiobooks this year. I don't really know why, but these are all the books that I read in the year of 2023, and I love how this spread turns out every single year. So we have my reading challenge spread, and as you can see, I did complete my reading challenge of 100 books. I completed it on December 27th, so with just a few days to spare, and I read a total of 102 books. For a while there, I did not think that this was going to be completed, so I'm very happy with how this turned out. As for my reading goals, the only one that I didn't complete was read my 23 books in 2023 at TBR, which you will see in a second here, but I did read 100 books. I read 5 2022 releases as well as 5 2023 releases. I completed 5 series, and I kept up with my book club besties and books. Then we also have my book bingo over here, which I did a full bingo blackout for, which I'm really excited about because that also does not always happen. So here is my 23 in 2023. I read about half or just over half of these books, which I'm really happy with. That was like my goal. If I could at least read half of them, then I would be happy. So I did read The Roughest Draft by Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegmund Broca, When You Get the Chance by Emma Lord, The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory, The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas, Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry by Joya Goffney, Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake, Instructions for Dancing by Nicola Yoon, Honey and Ishu's Guide to Fake Dating by Adiba Jaigirdar, Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren, Emily of New Moon by Ella Montgomery, Witchwood by Tahara Mafi, and The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abby Waxman. Then we have my anticipated releases spreads. So I basically just check off each one as I read them. So some of my favorites that I'll just point out from here is Do I Know You by Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegmund Broca, Chain of Thorns by Cassandra Clare, Imogen Obviously by Becky Albertalli, Happy Place by Emily Henry, Never Vacation with Your Ex, also by Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegmund Broca, Planes, Trains, and All the Feels by Livy Hart, Love Letters for Joy by Melissa C., 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston, You With a View by Jessica Joyce, Library of Shadows by Rachel Moore, Heartstopper Volume 5, The Odds, Cut Loose. So many amazing books came out this year. So then we have my Buzzwordathon spread. This one I wasn't doing completely accurately, like I wasn't doing this every single month. Like this first one was supposed to be for January. I did not read this book in January, but I don't really care. So the only ones I didn't complete were these 3, so Flavors, Other, and Weather Words, but I did better on this than I thought I was going to, which is good. Then we have a series to read, so this includes rereads and new ones as well. So as you can see, I didn't complete 2 of them. I did not get around to finishing my reread of the Shatter Me series, the darker blue ones, or ones that I read before 2023 that I didn't want to read or reread in 2023. And I also did not finish Blood Like Magic, which I'm so upset about. Then we have Besties and Books. I am so excited about this spread. When I created this spread, I was so excited to see how it was going to look by the end of the year, and I'm just obsessed with it. So for 2024, I made it look literally exactly the same. I'm super pleased with how this looks now at the end of the year. Then we have my book bracket, and let me tell you, this was so fun, but also one of the most stressful spreads I've ever had to do. Picking my favorite of each month, especially when I had a particularly good reading month like in May. I read so many good books, and this was extremely painful to pick my favorite, and especially when we got to like this part where I had to choose between all of these favorites and then these ones. hearts were broken, okay? Particularly mine, because who else cares about this? But my heart broke a few times. And let me tell you, picking my favorite book for the book bracket was the most painful of all. I chose my favorite book as 7% of Roe Devereaux by Eleanor Clover. So if you have not yet read this book, I highly recommend it. I adore it. Yeah, I literally just decided on this right before filming this video because I was putting it off as long as possible. But just know that all of these are favorites. Then we have my 2023 in review. So this is where I put down my reading for every single month. So I mark physical books, audiobooks, new to me books, rereads, and my total number of books read. So my worst reading month was in June. I only read 2 books and one was a picture book, so love that for me. But my best reading month was in December with a total of 17 books. So this is just a fun, like, quick glance at what my reading year looks like, and I love doing this spread. I've done it for years now. I'm excited to do it again in 2024. Then we have my writing goals, and you will see some post-it notes throughout these spreads just to cover up some writing things that I'm not ready to share yet, but I did complete almost all my goals. Those are all of the beginning of year spreads. So now let's get into the monthly ones. So for January, like I said, I did do a flip through of this when I did my 2023 flip through at the beginning of 2023, but I did a record player theme. So this is the title page for that. I absolutely adore how this month turned out. Reading was okay in this month. I did do a lot of reading. Writing, not so much. I did pretty good on my TBR, only not reading 2 books. I had a lot of favorite books, favorite songs. Here are some more marked off things for writing goals, but those are all the books that I read. I did try to be a bit more experimental with my spreads in 2023, trying to do some Dutch door moments. So this was my first attempt at doing a Dutch door. This is my Valentine's Day letters, low-key to all the boys I've loved before theme. So I made this Dutch door with envelopes using different scrapbook paper. This one I actually made a mini envelope that opens, which is also my first time doing that. And I put a little to all the boys I've loved before quote in there. I suppose I'll say it all started with a love letter. I thought that was just a cute little touch just to kind of solidify that to all the boys I've loved before theme, since it's not super obvious unless you know, like if you know you know kind of thing. But this was, like I said, my first attempt at doing a Dutch door, and I definitely learned what I would do in the future. And what I would have done was try to make this so that the letters were on the other side, because this is not a look. This, very cute. I do though hate that you can see the month at a glance behind it, so lessons were definitely learned with this, but it's still cute. So we're just gonna ignore how ugly this looks, but otherwise I like this. This is cute. I like the little hearts for the days. It's very adorable. Love this. So did quite a lot of reading, not as much writing, but still more than January. This was a really hard year for writing. Read a lot of amazing books, some really cute romances. I did a kind of romance themed book bingo, so this was a lot of fun to do as well. Then we again have my monthly favorites. I drew Lara Jean's little hat box, which is really kind of the main thing for the To All the Boys theme this month. We have more favorite songs. We got some Miley Cyrus, Daisy Jones and the Six, Niall Horan. Books read, also very cute. Then we have writing goals. So this is when I started working on the second draft of What You Mean to Me, so I also cataloged my reread of it because I wanted another spread. Then we have March. This is one of my favorite spreads of the year. I don't know why, but I'm also not very good at drawing daisies. My theme was obviously daisies. I'm not very good at drawing them. Some of them look a little sad and mopey, but you know what? I think it adds to the charm. They're kind of cute. I put an Anna Green Gables quote on this side. It says, "Dear old world, you are very lovely and I'm glad to be alive in you." Month at a glance. Very cute. Days read, days written. Then I did a regular kind of like Dutch door moment, which I utilized a lot in this journal and will continue to do so, but I really just wanted to minimize the amount of daisies that I was drawing because, as you can see, this is very intense and I hated doing it, but that's fine. I wanted to do the backlist readathon, and I'm really sad because I did not do it. I did not do a single thing, which I'm really sad about because I thought this was so cute and I was really sad to not use this part of the spread, but still read some good books. So if you turn the page, we have a to watch spread here, and I'm really happy with how this little Dutch door moment turned out. Books read, writing goals. I did do all of my writing goals, so that's nice. And then we have April. This is one of my absolute favorite spreads for the year. I did like a little duckling kind of theme, like ducklings in the rain. I just think it's so cute. So on this side I have another quote, "When life gives you a rainy day, play in the puddles." I love this spread so much. I think it's adorable. Also, I did not mention this, but a lot of my my themes and ideas and drawings and stuff come from Pinterest, so none of these are necessarily my original ideas. I also love the typography that I did in this theme. Like, just look how cute this is. I'm obsessed with it. All the little raindrops. Days read and days written. Actually not too bad, but like, look, the little ducklings are following the mummy, and the little duckling fell, but he's so cute. Oh, obsessed. TBR, I did okay at. I love the little monthly favorites, little duckling looking at the puddle. Amazing. Some books read. Love the 3 ducklings in the puddle for the writing goals page. I did complete all my writing goals, which was nice. But yeah, this one is one of my favorite themes that I think I've ever done, but definitely of this year in general. But we also have draft 2 of What You Mean to Me, and then I was beta reading a book for a friend that I didn't know if they wanted the title out there, so, well, her work in progress title. Then we have Monsters Inc. This theme I was so excited about, and it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to, but I'm very happy with these 2 pages. So I redrew Boo's little picture here that she gives Sully in the movie, and when I showed this to my mom, she was like, why does this look so bad? And I was like, Mom, do you not remember Monsters Inc? Because this is almost exactly how it looks in the movie. She thought this was my genuine attempt at drawing Sully and Boo, which I thought was really funny, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. And then I did this thing that I'm absolutely obsessed with. So I glued 2 pages together, and I created a little open door here. So this is Boo's door from the movie. And when you open it up, you see the 3 of them inside with the background of Boo's bedroom. I could not be more happy with how this turned out. This is definitely, if anything, my favorite title page that I've done. It's just so fun. It's interactive. It's so cute. So I'm really happy with how these pages turned out, but I'm less happy with the rest of the spreads. They did not hold up the way that I wanted them to. This one, still very cute. We got a little Boo, Mike, her door. This one is my least favorite spread in the entire thing. I liked the idea of it. It's just very loud. It's very noisy. It hurts my head to look at, and I was so happy by the end of the month when I did not have to look at this anymore. I did another Dutch door moment. I do like this one. It's again just a very busy, loud theme, and I think I've discovered that's just not my favorite thing anymore, but I still like the idea of it. I did all of the little doors that you see in like the intro and like credits and stuff of the movie. I did middle grade May with my book club besties and books, which was really fun. This is my favorite thing about this whole spread. I took the Scream canisters and I used it to track my to watch stuff about like all the episodes and the little red parts, and this is just so nice. I am so proud of myself for this spread. I read so many good books in May. So many. Then we've got books read. I read a lot of books and they just barely fit in here, so I'm glad that they did, but they just barely did. Did all my writing goals. It's very cute. Continued at draft 2 of What You Mean to Me. We got Randall in there. Then we got Roz. Love that. Then we have June. This is my picnic theme. It's also one of my favorites. This is completely inspired by something I saw on Pinterest, but this I also did another little thing for. So the little picnic basket does open, which I just thought was so funny. Yeah, it's just a cute little touch, you know. It's the little things. It's the little things. This one just brings me a lot of joy to look at. I love that I did like little picnic blanket plaid in the days of the week. It's just so precious. It's so cute. Like, come on, like, this is so cute. I love it so much. Like, again, one of my favorite themes that I did. Like, come on, I adore it. Then I did another 50s theme. I did a 50s theme, I believe, in 2022, and I adored it, so I did a different take on it for 2023, doing a specific diner theme. So on this page I have like the exterior of a diner. Again, all inspiration comes from Pinterest, but it says I'm all shook up. Then we've got the diner counter and a jukebox. I'm obsessed with this. I love the little days of the week, all the little milkshakes flying around. It brings me a lot of joy. I love the fun pastel aesthetic of the 50s. This one was a bit of a mishap. So I did a Dutch door moment here because I didn't want to draw this part twice, and I also like didn't know what to do on the neck spreads at the bottom, so I just figured, hey, I'll do a Dutch door this way. I tried to get it as close as I could here and it ended up ruining it, so it's not connected. I need to tape it or something so that it doesn't like fully fall apart, but this was quite unfortunate, and it also like flipping from the top just doesn't work that nicely, so I will never do this again. Loved the concept, hate the execution. So TBR, I hate it. Moving on. This one was fun. I like this one. I started watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which was a definite standout show for me this year. Books read, didn't read that many, but it's cute. I also love the look of the writing goals page. Super fun. So we have August, which is my amusement park theme. So on this side, the only like amusement park roller coaster kind of quote that I liked was one from The Fault in Our Stars. So it says, "I'm on a roller coaster that only goes up. My friend got a hot air balloon." Love the carousel here. I did a lot of reading in August, so that's nice. I do like the drawings I did in this one. It's just not my favorite now. I think I mainly just don't love the typography that I did. I finished Buffy the Vampire Slayer. A lot of great songs, some writing goals, and I did a word tracker because I was drafting my novel mission rom-com, my adult rom-com, and I also did one of these every 1,000 words or so, at least for the beginning here, I would color it in. Then we have September, where I did a ghost library theme, kind of like a haunted library vibe, because my friend Rachel's book was coming out, The Library of Shadows, and so I kind of wanted to base it off of that. So on this side I have a little ghosty made out of book paper, and it says, "I can smell autumn dancing in the breeze." We've got a ghost with some very dark colored shelves. I adore how this spread came out. I love this ghosty. Very cute. This one is also very cute. Got my TBR on this side, my to watch on this side. I have some favorites. I read some great books in this month, some great songs. Again, my books just barely fit in my books read spread, but love this ghosty in the reading chair. He is so cute. And then again, writing goals. I finished drafting mission rom-com, so I have my word tracker inside of a bookcase, which I thought was kind of fun. And then we have October, so I did like a witch's house theme. So I've got a nice cauldron here, the exterior of the witch's house. I adore this spread. This is one of my favorite spreads I've ever done. I just love like the potions everywhere, the orange monthly. It looks very nice to me. I just love it. Again, not a whole lot of writing. I did another Dutch door this month, and it's one of my favorite Dutch doors that I've ever done. So lots of swirly potions, and this is kind of an example of what I should have done for February for the title page, because on the other side of this swirly piece of paper I did the potions to match the background, so it all blends in seamlessly, and I love that. So we've got my spooky TBR right here, and we've got my to watch spread. I love how my favorites spread came out using like a little bookshelf as the titles. Again, books barely fit in this spread. And some writing goals. I don't love this page as much as the other ones, but that's okay. November, we have a baking theme. Again, all inspiration came from Pinterest. The days of the week is like some melted chocolate, some drippy melty chocolate, which is kind of fun. Read a lot. I love the bottom illustrations here. Another Dutch door moment, so I did some stripies and some little kitchen utensils here. We got to watch. I watched a lot of Christmas movies in November. Books read, writing goals, did all my writing goals, so that's good. And then we get to December, which is one of my favorite spreads. So it is a Santa's Workshop kind of vibes, North Pole-esque. So you got Santa's Workshop on the front here. I'm obsessed with it. It's so charming, so cute. I never ended up doing anything on this side because I could never figure out what I wanted to do, and now the year's over and I don't particularly care. But just imagine that this side was also very cute and festive and charming, and let's just ignore that it's not. I did a lot of cute little Christmassy trees here, and I'm obsessed with how this looks. And so we got Days Read, Days Written with a big Christmas tree in the middle with a bunch of Christmas presents. I think it's so adorable. I read almost every single day in December, and I'm so mad that there's these 2 little days that I didn't read. To be read, again, got the cute little trees here. Another little Dutch door moment. I again read some amazing books in December. And to watch, obviously a bunch of Christmas classics. My favorites, I think this spread is also very cute. Lots of favorite books. Then every year in December I have a little countdown to Christmas moments, and this year I decided to do it with presents from Santa's little gift bag here. So drew a bunch of little 3D presents, and I'm obsessed with them. Books read, I'm obsessed with this fireplace. Again, read a lot of books. Thankfully they did all fit, so that was nice. Then we have writing goals, of which I did not complete anything. But now we get to the end spreads, which honestly I always half-ass because it's the end of the year and I'm honestly at this point just ready to move on. So just know that these are not the cutest spreads, but I tried to have a nod to the beginning of the year spreads with the bookshelves, same color scheme, same everything. So we have my favorite books of 2023, and for the first time I think I added honorable mentions here at the bottom. But yeah, I just uploaded a video of my favorite books, so you guys can go check that out if you want to hear me talk about those more, but we're just gonna flip the page. I always do a favorite videos spread and I honestly hate how this looks. I never know what to do with it, so if you want to go watch any of these, I highly recommend it. I do have a playlist of my favorite videos ever that I've made, so I'm sure most of these, if not all of them, will be in that playlist. Then we have my favorite albums. This one I did put a bit more effort into. Don't know how I feel about it, but these are my favorite albums from 2023, and I just write some of my favorite songs from each album as well. And then we have favorite shows and movies. And I believe that is the last spread in my bullet journal. So that was my 2023 reading journal flip through. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know if you have a reading journal, because I'd really love to know. Also, let me know what your favorite theme was in my bullet journal, because I'd be really curious to know. Subscribe if you have not yet already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!